Ladies and gentlemen, starting quarterback for the Nittany Lions, ladies and gentlemen, Drew Allar.
Yeah, Drew.
Drew.
Here we go, Drew.
Appreciate you, man. How you doing, dude?
Dude,
you are a big
monster.
dude.
Big son of a bitch.
Jeez.
I don't like this at all.
This guy's
Let me
gigantic.
Tilt this up a little bit. Let me tilt this up a little bit, give you a little bit more space.
There you go. Get Gumpy's hat. There's Gumpy's hat in here.
Please, dude. Unbelievable. Thank you for joining us, dude.
Appreciate you having me.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard what James Franklin said last hour, but he literally said everything you want in a quarterback, this guy embodies it. Whenever it comes to leadership, when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to mentality, obviously the frame and everything's about it. What do you love about the quarterback position as the most, and how do you feel as the quarterback of the Nittany Lions with your coach saying all of those things about you?
Yeah, obviously I feel great about that. I think we have the best head coach in the country, and he's a big reason why I came back. Obviously I had that decision to make last year, but chose to come back for unfinished business and to play another year under Coach Franklin. He's a part of the reason why I came here in the first place. But I think just playing quarterback, I kind of had that untraditional path to it, just started in 8th grade, freshman year. So the reason I started playing it, honestly, was because we didn't have one my freshman year. So I grew up playing baseball, loved throwing the football and baseball in my backyard with my dad. So that's what kind of got me into it.
Okay, well, we appreciate the fact that you're an Ohio guy through and through. We need a quarterback. Well, shit, let's put this guy in there, and it certainly has worked out. When you think about the team this year versus last year, what do you carry into this year, maybe experience-wise from last year? And what this year do you think you guys maybe have that you didn't have last year?
Yeah, I think experience is always the number one thing. I know for me personally, going through everything that I went through last year, the highs and lows of everything, just being able to be in those situations and learn from it and grow from it, whether good or bad. And I think I can say a lot about that with all the guys on our team. Obviously, on offense, we returned a lot of guys. And I think, one difference that we got, we added players into our team, whether through portal or high school, that are going to make a big difference for us. And I think we have a great team that's all about winning no matter what. Like, I don't care if I have to throw the ball 50 times or hand the ball 50 times off a game. It's all about getting the win at the end of the day.
That selflessness is awesome, and that's what Coach Franklin was talking about with you and your mindset and being a teammate and everything like that. You mentioned the highs and lows of last year. I talked a lot about it. I don't know if you heard us talking about it. Much different position than you, end of season, had a bad game junior year. Had to deal with that all off season coming into my senior year. Much different position, obviously, much less operation, but still is all that I really thought about. For you, how the season ends for you and for the team. Off season, how do you attack that? How do you approach that? And what was your mindset?
Yeah, I mean, just going back to the grind. I think going back to the basics is how I've always operated, no matter if I had a great season, average season, or bad season. I think, that game last year left a bad taste in my mouth, and I think that can go for a lot of guys in our team. And that's a big reason why we all came back, because we knew we had unfinished business. And, a couple of our games last year, we were close to accomplishing a couple of our goals, and we fell short of them. But now it's about having another opportunity to potentially reach those goals and right those wrongs.
All the GOATs have had shitty moments. You need to know that. When the world feels like it's potentially crashing on you is actually whenever you can harden yourself the most. I'm happy you chose that way as opposed to letting it beat you. We're pumped that you're back here at Penn State. AJ has a question for you, brother.
Yeah, Drew, we had your coach on a little bit ago, and he always brings a bunch of energy, a bunch of juice. What's he like on game day? I've seen him go back. He's not scared to give it to officials.
He almost fought a guy.
Yeah, you guys might be up 70 points with 20 seconds to go, and he's going crazy. Yeah, fans run off the field. But what's he like game day, from pregame all the way through the game? How much interaction do you have with him as well?
Yeah, we have a lot of interactions with him throughout the day in our hotel, especially with a night game coming up. We'll have multiple walkthroughs and that sort of thing, meetings throughout the day. So, he'll be interacting with all the players throughout the day. I think, really he's pretty calm when it comes to game days, but really intense and intentional with everything, especially the little details that kind of add up into, big things over time. I've caught a couple strays from him when I'm not in the game, when things don't go right on the field. But, that's what makes him great, and that's what drives us as a team.
Let's talk about the night whiteout. How excited are you guys for this? This is like legendary shit around here. Now you're getting a chance to experience one. 2 top 6 teams, first time ever. Your thoughts on it all?
Yeah, really excited. I mean, there's nothing like it. I think, I came here as a recruit during the whiteout when it was Auburn up here right after COVID. So, that was a electrifying stadium, and obviously been grateful to be a part of 3 whiteouts the past 3 years, and there's really nothing like it. I think, if you're a sports fan in general, no matter the team you are, going to a whiteout is definitely a bucket list thing that you have to get off your bucket list.
Pittsburgh native and friend with a lot of Penn State cultists. AP Tone has a question for you.
Yeah, Drew, I was listening to you talk at Big Ten Media Days this summer, and I believe you said you sat down with new defense coordinator Jim Knowles when he got there, and you guys went over game tape from your game against Ohio State and kind of how they'd attacked you. How weird was that, and how beneficial was that to kind of hear that from a guy that you went against the year before?
Yeah, obviously it's kind of, I don't think you really experience it at all when you're in the position that we're in. But obviously very fortunate to have Coach Knowles here. I think he's made us better offensively, obviously being able to learn from him. And obviously he's made our defense really good as well. And I think, it's always been a great challenge of us going against his defense, and I think that's what was exciting me about when he joined our staff, is just being able to learn from a great defensive mind, because obviously as a quarterback I see the game more through the offensive lens than anything, and being able to learn from such a great coach that sees it maybe a different way, and just picking up tells and just different things that they did against us that were successful and why they wanted to do things was really beneficial for not only me but really our whole offense and our offensive staff.
Choosing to go get information from him and pick his brain, though, is a good trait. Not everybody's doing that, which I think you should acknowledge as a good thing. That is not everybody has that mindset to go, let me try to learn as much as possible, or the stick-to-itiveness, because that takes time to learn. How often what is your schedule? What is your schedule around? This building is beautiful.
It is. Yeah, it is. I'm in here all day. There's really, I only got one online class.
What is your major?
RPTM, basically sports management. But
okay,
yeah, so
yeah. We're managing sports. Yeah, absolutely. Going to get in it. Yeah. We're going to be the best ever at that too.
Yeah, for sure.
RPTM.
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Huh? Yeah, RPTM.
RPTM. Yeah. I think that would have been my major as well around here, and it wasn't, except I'm happy you are here. But this place is beautiful. Obviously, we got the 2 massive fields, the turf field, the full field, and the indoor. I assume everything else is state-of-the-art around here. It's beautiful. This is your home, though, huh? The whole team like that? You guys feel like you hang out here a lot? How's the chemistry of the boys?
No, our chemistry is top-notch for sure. I think, the one thing that's special about football is just the locker room in general, and we always talk about how fortunate we are to have all the, obviously, like guys like you come here and be a part of our family now. And then obviously have all our lettermen that are either done playing football at the NFL level or owning businesses, or guys that are playing the NFL come back and always trying to just talk to us. I think, I have great relationships with guys that are either, just out in the business world or in the NFL world. And it's really cool to have a brotherhood like that.
You guys don't play cards, right? Your generation doesn't play cards?
Not much, no.
Oh, that's sad. I don't like them.
It's that damn Fortnite.
You ever heard
it is that damn. It is that. You ever play euchre? You're from Ohio.
I've never played euchre, no.
That makes sense. That after playing with people from Ohio, that does make sense. Let's go to the toxic. Yeah, that's you, AJ. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way
playing euchre for 30 years, bro.
Yeah, but cheating. You've been cheating. If you go back home to Ohio and they ask you to, no, it's not. if they ask you to play in a euchre game, if all of Ohio plays like this guy, they're going to cheat. They're going to be looking at your cards. They're going to be dealing from the bottom of the deck. They're going to be talking to their partner. Just know that Ohio is a cutthroat cards place.
Yeah, you got to find a way to win.
Okay.
There we go,
This guy isn't even. This guy isn't even. Let's go to the toxic table. Connor has a question for you, Drew.
Yeah, Drew, you mentioned the previous whiteouts and how we all see how electric the atmosphere is on game day. What's it like leading up to it? Are there stuff, all throughout the week on campus that's kind of amplifying the game on Saturday? Do you guys round up a bunch of ducks and beat the hell out of them to get motivated to beat Oregon?
Nice.
I'm just trying to get is it a pep rally type vibe? What's it all about this week at State College?
Yeah, you can definitely feel the anticipation for the game building up throughout the week. If you go out to the country, you'll see just a bunch of RVs already parked out. I think they really started on Wednesday, just started camping out there. And then, quarterbacks and tight ends went over to the stadium yesterday at Nittanyville to bring pizza to a couple students, or a lot of students, not a couple, but camping out for the game and just bring them pizza and provide them some food. But you can feel the anticipation really for every game day, but especially the whiteout.
They're sleeping on cement outside the stadium, right? That's what Nittanyville is?
Yeah. intense. Yep.
Awesome. I love that. AJ, you got the last question for Drew as he gets back to preparation for the Docs team coming in from Oregon.
Yeah, Drew, how do you we talk all the time about getting out to a fast start. We asked Coach Franklin about it, all that. What do you do as a quarterback? Because obviously quarterback, yeah, you're juiced. You feel the energy, but you have to kind of calm yourself down. You have to figure out, all right, I need to dial in and I need to almost like calm myself to start this game. What do you do, I guess, before a game, pre-game, to really feel you are where you need to be?
Yeah, I think for me, it really starts really on Monday. And then obviously with Coach K here, he does a great job of, giving openers to really the whole staff. And then he has me rank my opening plays of what I would want to call first early in the game. So I think that really helps me going into it because I already know what the first handful of calls are going to be in certain situations and, opening plays and that sort of thing. But I think on game day specifically, I listen to a ton of music and just try to
All
stay
right, who we listen to?
Yeah,
Who we listen to?
Drake.
Drake
all day.
Old
all
Drake,
day.
new Drake, every Drake?
It don't matter.
Champagne
Drake.
Poppy all day.
Yep, all day.
From the moment you wake up, what are we having for breakfast? Got a little eggs out there?
Yeah, like a little scrambled omelet.
Okay, then we take a nap.
No, we got walkthroughs, and then I don't like napping on game day, so I'll just watch college football all day and just reviewing notes.
Okay, I like that. Well, good luck tomorrow. We appreciate the hell out of you taking time out of your day here to stop by and say what's up. Thank you for the hospitality, and I appreciate your mindset through it all, man.
Appreciate that.
You've had to battle, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yep.
I'm excited to see you battle tomorrow. This
Appreciate
place is
that.
awesome. They love you too. When he walked in here, there was so I had seen more people in a buzz in the room. Guy's a rock star. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so
Appreciate
much. Drew Allar, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.